music beep. Anyway, so today we're just playing more Starbound. Um, I don't remember where we were. I think we're just looking for avian stuff now. But it's fine. We're fine. Um, and we will be fine. But, yeah, it's fine. I think we were trying... You know what? We're on an ashen planet. I remember now. We were trying to, get... We were circumnavigating it and doing that thing that we do where we take all the pain pools out of it. But yeah, it should be fine. It should be A plus A, okay. So we just need to finish exploring that planet. Probably try to net a few more crew members, because we got one. I remember we got our 4th crew member, and we actually got a medic this time, which is great. But... it'll be fine. We'll be fine. You know? It will be A plus A, okay. Other than that, I don't really have much in the way of plans. Other than, you know, getting ready to do the avian mission so that we can get better armor tiers. I also need to keep an eye out for light augments, because I'm out, and I'm gonna need one more, because I forgot that I needed one more. I counted up to the cooling EPP, or heating EPP, whichever one it is. I think it's heating. And then completely blanked out on the others that are needed. But that's okay. That's fine. You feel me? Anyway, let me hydrate. It will be what it will be. Alright? Okay. Alrighty. Also, I saw I saw someone saying rage baiting both the Star Wars and Dune fandom by saying Dune was the source material for Star Wars. I'm like, I don't know why Dune fans would get mad about that, because one, it's true. So here's the thing with Dune. Dune is to sci-fi what Lord of the Rings is to fantasy. It is nigh impossible to find inspiration in anything and not be able to trace it back to Dune. And that is not a bad thing. As long as you're, like, if you're, like, trying to be, like, oh, no one, you know, inspired me, I had nothing, which it's pretty much impossible to not have any inspiration, you will always be influenced by something. Whether it be something that you don't remember or what, you will always find influence somewhere. And even if not intentional, similarities can just happen in general. However, it's the intense anger response that can be kind of concerning, depending. Like, I can understand being frustrated, that's fine. But in this case, George Lucas has directly admitted he was heavily inspired by Dune. So, you know, it's fine. Because, like, there's a difference between saying something is inspired by and something is stealing from, you know? That is two completely different things. One of those requires a bit more of an intense response than the other. Sorry, I'm gonna check and see if any of these guys want to be my friend. Oh, hello? I kind of forgot that was something that could happen. But yeah, we're just doing one more little run through. Uh, but, but yeah, the way I always like to phrase it is, they're cousins, is how I phrase, you know, the similarities between, Star Wars and Dune. And again, it would be different if it wasn't true. You know? But it is. Alright, lovely. Oh, jeez. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, cool. But yeah, I did think it was funny. It kind of reminds me of there's a cosplayer who has a very well-known, if you're on the cosplay side of the Star Wars fandom, a very well-known Anakin cosplay that's just kind of referred to as Senator Anakin. But the kind of idea is that uh, he wound up leaving the Jedi Order and uh, going to live, I think, on Naboo. Don't quote me on that part. With Padme, and he wound up, becoming more of a senator type figure. Blah 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 blah. But they said that every single detail in there has some reference point in the Star Wars canon, except one single dude reference, because in their words, they're cousins. And I think it's really funny. Matter of fact, they're where I picked up jokingly referring to them as cousins came from. Alright, cool, cool. I feel like I didn't get this far. There's not a lot of pain pools. Maybe I did. Okay, nope, never there. Never mind. There it is. There it is. Alrighty. Wonderful. Alright, come on now. There we go. Very good. Beep up. Okay, but yeah. Honestly, the nice thing about this particular variant of this planet is I get to see the background a lot more. Uh, which I didn't get to see a lot of it in the previous one. Ah, shut up. There we are. Lovely. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Alright, lovely. I'm gonna have so much of this fucking shit in my inventory because I have decided that I want the background here to look nice and pretty for some fucking reason that I don't know. My brain just decided on it, and now I have to fulfill that. Or at least the surface of it. Alright, because on the other one I would just pull out enough that the background would, or that the paint essence would go away, and then I would say, cool, we're done. But nope, apparently not today. Apparently today, my brain wants it to be pretty. Or tidy, I guess is the better term here. Alright, cool, 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 cool. Alright, nope, grab that. Good lad. And actually, with this, we're just gonna build over it. Because why bother when we don't have to? And plus, I have so much of this in my inventory that I need to get rid of. Alright, lovely. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Grab that, might as well. There. Let's try to see. Whoa, 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 easy, bud. Oh, shit, okay. Did it? I don't know why I didn't notice that that was the other variation. Alright, very cool. Very, very good. Get up there, you. Alright. Good, good, good. I'm hoping to find at least one more settlement on this planet. I would really appreciate that. Alright, lovely. Yeah, I definitely don't want any more pain essence. I don't really think I'm gonna need it. And even if I do, I'll just be able to dig down on the planet and find big old pools of it, you know? Right now, it's just kind of bothering me. Alright, lovely. There we go, there's another one. Yellow. Hang on. Do I have that one up there? Yes. Alright, let's see. Get down there. Nothing in there. Oh, well. Okay, is this all there is? I hope this isn't all there is. Because that would kind of suck. I think it might be. Hey, yep. Damn, man. I mean, I'm sure there's a logistical reason, but, like... I don't like it. Alright, cool, cool, cool. I mean, maybe there will be 3 on the planet. But, who knows. Alright, beautiful. Up and over we go. And yeah, I'm not gonna stay there, because there's so few of them that... There's really no point to me hanging around. I'm just gonna get annoyed because they don't want to have missions. Because at least with the other ones, there's a much higher chance of one of them popping a mission versus, you know, a situation like this. Alright, lovely, beautiful. Oakley dokley. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, cool. Let's put up a little bit of stuff here. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. That's not what I wanted either. Alright, cool. Better. Oh, there it goes again. Alrighty. Hang on. Hang on, there we go. Also, as much as I love Project Hail Mary, it's my favorite book, I do cringe a little inside every time I reread and I see him more or less directly describing Iridians as a closed system, because I'm like, they're not a closed system. They have to eat and breathe. They are not. And then, oh, they have no immuno response. Well, no immuno system. Describes an immuno response. They don't have a human immune system. That much is true. But, like, no book is perfect. But because of, like, the level of dedication to certain topics, whenever he does slip up, your brain kind of breaks a little bit. Um, and realistically, this is not stuff that, like, I expect, you know, people to know or whatever. I just think it's kind of funny. Ad coming up in a minute. Alright, lovely. Like, I think it would be more accurate to call them a semi-closed system. Like, I wouldn't begrudge him that. But they are not closed systems. Alright, lovely. Okay, alright. Alright, beautiful, lovely. We'll just, I guess, cover those guys up. Alright, beautiful, wonderful. Oh, shit. Did it again. Alright, beautiful, lovely. And also, realistically, it is a very, very small section of the book that frankly does not matter. Alright, lovely. But with stuff that is this detailed, it is very fun to, you know, play along, for lack of a better term. Alright, lovely. Still my favorite book. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, down we go. Woohoo, easy. Ah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Get up there. Alright, lovely. Oh, hang on, hello. I will definitely take that. No. Alright, we're getting semi-close on the matter manipulator modules, at least for what we're after right now. Oh, shit. Whoopsies. Alright, cool, 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 cool. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Oh, shit, hello. Ah. That's not what I wanted to do. I guess I'll just go all the way with that. Alright, cool, 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 cool. On our way. Very, very good. And, like, one of the other parts of the book that you can logistically explain away by just saying, you know, it was an error in judgment, but in the book, spoilers, but on the mission, they, you know, are asking the primary crew of astronauts how they want to, after they complete their mission, how they would like to, you know, how they would like to, you know, pass on afterwards, because, you know, it's a one-way trip. And Commander Yao, asks, for a firearm. And I genuinely, in my head, was like, for a couple of reasons, but in my head, I'm like, there's no way they're giving it to him. And also, it's almost, if not never, brought up again. We just know it's there. I genuinely forgot that they gave it to him. Logistically speaking, I don't think that Strahd would do that, because she's very thorough, right? And on the off chance that, again, spoilers, but on the off chance that Grace remembers what she did to him, after, you know, the, I forget what they're called, I'm just gonna call it amnesic, drug wears off, but on the off chance that he does get so angry at her that he says screw it and, you know, decides to, ruin the entire thing, You know what would be a really bad idea to have on that ship? A firearm. So, it's just one of those things that I think is kind of funny. That, and this is only something you would really know if you read the book. Um, but, yeah, I had... In my head, I was like, yeah, there's no way they're giving that to him, especially with Grace there. To the point that I forgot they actually did... Or, it's implied they did, because like I said, it's never mentioned again. So, it's kind of Schrodinger's firearm. We do not know if it is still on the ship or not. Um... But yeah, so if you ever see people talking about that, specifically from the perspective of if you watch the movie first or only watch the movie, that's why people are talking about that, because technically, if it, uh, if, that happened in the book, I can presume that even if they didn't mention it, it also is, technically, potentially canon for the... I think I call it either... I think I usually call it functional canon, or, like I said earlier, Schrodinger's canon, where it's, unless it is otherwise mentioned, it's still canon. Um, but, yeah. That has always been one of those things that I'm like, what do you mean they let him have that? Alright, lovely. Because, like, yes, ostensibly, the only time it would be used is when the mission is over, and it's not going to matter if he accidentally punches a hole in the hull with it. However, uh, what happens in the off chance, like I said, that, maybe not even Grace, but we're just going to use Grace as an example because he is the most obvious candidate for this issue. But what happens if someone like Grace gets a hold of it in a fit of madness, you know? But, again, this is a very small part of a very dense book that generally is very, very good about having plausible explanations for everything, even if, you know, some of them aren't really great. But it's fine. Can't be perfect. Alright, lovely. Oakley dokley. Alrighty. We should theoretically be getting close to the start. I guess I'll just go ahead and pop that out then, since I already did it. Alright, cool, cool. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, wonderful. Okay, very, very good. And I mean, even Andy has admitted some of the stuff in it, because he has always said things are accurate to the best of his abilities, because especially in the science departments, sometimes things just come along and disprove it. Like he's talked about with The Martian, he had later, or after it was published, that was when some of the, so a big thing in The Martian was getting water, right? And pretty... I can't remember if it was shortly after, but at some point after the book was published, that was when they had a new study about water content in the ground on Mars. I hope this is not all of it, but anyway. Let me see. I can't remember. Oh, I didn't know that two people could share that. Cute. But he's like, I mean, sometimes science comes along and disproves you. It's cool. And it is. Generally speaking, in my standpoint, one of my favorite things to be is wrong, especially when it's something that is really cool like that. But yeah, sometimes it just happens. But one of the things that he talked about that is clearly not in his wheelhouse was and this is going to be surprising to a lot of people who have read the book, because this is actually generally considered a very beloved seed. He says the one seed that he really wants to take out of the book is the trial seed. And he's like, because it was apparently completely wrong. And not in the sense of, like, later evidence. He's like, I just didn't know. Um, and can I keep it 100% with you? I have never liked the trial seed. So it's not that I don't like the concept of it, right? I think the concept is very good. However, in a book that really does a good job at, like, keeping itself grounded and feeling like like very, very real. Like, I remember one of the first things that I praised the book on was that I said, Grace feels so real, I feel like I could reach out and touch him, right, when I read it. And that is very true about many, many of the characters, especially the major characters. Like, I genuinely feel like these characters are, like functionally I don't want to say a documentary, but that's almost what it comes off like, in terms of, like, how realistic the characters can feel sometimes. Um, uh, and this was a moment that felt straight out of CSI Miami, like, specifically when Strott walks away and is like, uh, "We have the best army in the world," or whatever the hell she said. And then just, like, walks away with, like, a whole bunch of guys. I'm like, I'm just waiting for the CSI Miami sound to start playing in the background. Like, it's almost cartoonish. Um, but it is interesting that something that so many people love is apparently the one thing that he's like, I want that out. I don't want that there. Or rather, I don't know. I don't know if he directly said I don't want it there, or said something to the effect of I'd like to redo the seed. But yeah, it's just very interesting, because that was one of the things that a lot of people took umbrage with the movie for removing. Um, but it's fine. Alright. Very, very good. Good, 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 good. Because, like, I personally really only have one seed that... And again, obviously we're talking spoilers. Be careful, you know. But there's only one seed that I truly, truly miss from the book. Um, and it is the fact that... So, again, big ol' spoiler warning. But in the book... so in the movie, right? Obviously Rocky saves Grace during the Adrian disaster. Uh, and, you know, all that hullabaloo. In the book, Grace saved Rocky right back. He carried Rocky like a fucking backpack, um, in order to get him back to, safety. Um, and it was something that I thought was so beautiful and so poignant. Um, And also, this is something that I did not expect them to keep in, because it is a singular line and it is very silly. But that was, mind you, it was ostensibly because his arm was so badly burned, both from Rocky grabbing it, but also him grabbing Rocky in the book. Um, but, Grace got not just the little handprint, he got his whole arm severely burned during the recovery from the Adrian disaster. Uh, and one of the bits that didn't make it into the movie, and I didn't really expect it, but it is one of those things I was like, whoa, you know, was the fact that, uh, so, right, Grace was on pain meds, because obviously he was. Um, he decided, in his stubborn, I'm too clever kind of way, that he was not satisfied with how fast... He called her the nanny bot in the book. So if you ever hear me refer to someone as nanny, I mean the one that he calls Armando. The nanny bot in the book was like, you can't have pain medication, it's been too soon. And he's like, he basically asks her what time the next dose is, and she's like, "Oh, it's here." And he goes, "Set ship clocks forward to insert time," and then he pauses and he goes, "Medication," and she just hands it to him. It was the funniest fucking thing. Don't do that, by the way. But yeah, I thought it was so fucking funny. And especially, it was a moment of very much needed levity in the middle of a very, very intense bit of, like, you know, the book. Um, but yeah, there's a reason why, like, and I'm one of those people, I will not say for everyone that books will always be superior to movies. Matter of fact, I think there is a significant amount of scenes that are done way better in the movie for Project Hail Mary. Um, but the way I phrase it is the book, for me personally, is a 10. The movie is like a 9.8, right? Um, but I've always told people this. It's not necessarily because, per se quality or whatever, in my opinion. For me personally, if I really enjoy a book, a movie will never truly, or at least it's highly unlikely that it will truly, like, beat the book for one reason and one reason alone. The book or the movie cannot possibly match everything that was in my head and all of the emotional reactions I had during the book, and I think it is absolutely laughable to presume that they will be able to match that. Books are such incredibly personal experiences um, that, it's just nigh impossible for them to be matched, and you should not expect things to match them. That's the other thing is, like, you should not expect that every little thing will be in there. But also, one of the I have something I need to talk about that annoys me sometimes with a similar part to this mentality. Um, Something that annoys me that I see pretty often is this little snide idea of people being like, "Oh, I'm gonna read the book so that when the movie comes out, I can tell people the book was better." And I'm like, "Girl, obviously the book's gonna be better, or rather, the movie cannot always capture what you per se. It can't read your mind, is the long and short. Matter of fact, even audiobooks sometimes I have this issue with. There's been a couple of times because I read it a couple of times, and then I'm having my spouse listen to it on the audiobook because, it's easier that way for them. Um, there have been a couple of times with how Ray Porter delivers certain lines that I disagree with because I feel like sometimes he goes way too fast and should hold weight on certain scenes a little more. Now, mind you, Ray Porter's performance is legendary because he apparently cold reads. And I'm sure, like, obviously there's lines that he goes back and redoes when they, aren't perfect. But apparently he's a cold read. Exactly. Dig, dig, dig. You got it. You got it 100%. To read out loud what this person said, just in case people can't see it. A book is your own personal movie, visualized and directed by you and you alone. Matter of fact, whenever a movie does manage to capture a vision I had in a book, I cry because I don't expect it. So specifically the first time or all of the times that we see the blip A, I very quietly leaned over to my spouse, floods of tears, mind you, and I was like, it's exactly what I imagined. Like, the blip A, oh my god, how did they pull it from my brain? How? um, but, um, and like, it's just one of those things where, like, it's almost frightening when it does it. But yeah, like, you will always have very specific voices, very specific, like, mindsets. A movie will never be able to truly capture that. And also, I actually remember, this is gonna unfortunately require mentioning Harry Potter, but, this was back when, this was back, like, right when the movies were coming out, like, for the first time, and it was, I think it was the second movie, but whichever one had, the, Death Day party, right? I was furious that they cut out the death day party. And my mom just leans over to me. She goes, Logan, if they had to include everything, this movie would be 14 hours long. She's like, you gotta set your expectations accordingly. Because, like, there is a difference between being disappointed in something not being there and being mad that something's not there. Like, unless it's, like, a critically important sequence, I will never be truly upset. Like, one of the characters that was cut, oh yeah, fair. Like, it depends on what you're looking for, but I also, like, I very much, uh, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I absolutely am not bashing on them. Not at all. Um, the thing that I, like I said, take umbrage with are the people who specifically say, I am reading the book first so I can tell people who enjoy the movie that, well, you may like the movie, but the book was better. Because it's the catty tone that that statement takes very often. That's my issue. Um, because I'm sorry, you're not allowed to tell people how they. Well, and I'm not saying this about you. I'm saying this about these people. Um, but if somebody either likes the movie better or is like expressing their love for the movie, the way I would phrase it is, "Oh man, if you enjoyed the movie, I think you'll really like the book." That's different. That is perfectly okay. Or say, I love the movie slash whatever the movie, even if they didn't love it. But I really do just think the book was, XYZ, blah blah blah. Like having a reasonable discussion, that's fine. But like when it's the catty sort of like snarky, yeah, well, uh, it almost comes off as your experience isn't valid because I read the book first, therefore, Um, but but yeah, and like another perfect example is one of the things that I tell people when it comes to movies like The Hunger Games, Project Hail Mary, hell, even Twilight, any movie where it was written in, or sorry, book where it was written in first person is going to not completely translate, at least on the surface, because you're not in the person's head anymore. Unless they have a direct, like, narrator narrating the whole time, and they're probably not going to, because, that could get really annoying really fast. It is highly unlikely that they are going to manage to perfectly encapsulate everything. Matter of fact, that's why the Martian felt like it wasn't as funny, was because a lot of the Martian's humor comes in with, and Project Hail Mary as well, comes in the internal thoughts of the characters, right? Um, and it's also why, one of the things to keep in mind is because I've seen a lot of people who are like, I feel like they made Strat not be as cold, and they did. But the other thing is, this Strat is what's actually happening, not, what Grace perceives. You feel me? Um, and that's, again, another reason why I'm like, you should never expect a book to perfectly encapsulate, or a movie to perfectly encapsulate your experience with a book. Uh, that too, yeah. Uh, but uh, but yeah, because you're not in the character's head, so there's like it's nigh impossible, like I said. Uh, but the most important thing, and I say this also about like video game movies, the most important thing that a movie for a video game movie or a book movie has to do is capture the feeling of the property, right? Um, like perfect example would be the Fallout series, which made the incredibly correct decision to not um go off of a pre-existing game story, right? The most important thing is how it feels, right? In my opinion. I've always said this. People can disagree with me. These are my stupid ass opinions. You do not have to believe what I believe. Um, but and that's why I think Project Hail Mary really nailed it, was they really understood that unfortunately there were some things that were going to have to be cut, but they focused on what the fuck? That was not what I expected this planet to look like once I got over here. Um, but the heart of it and the heart of the book is not even about a man and an alien, right? It is two people from different cultures that don't understand each other coming together to save their countries. That is what it is when you completely break it down to it. Um, and that's why I think they really like cut out a lot of what they did. Um, and also, in fairness, a lot of what they cut out, if you've read the book is a joy to read, especially if you're into like speculative science like I am. However, as I was reading this, I'm like, there's no way they're putting this in the fucking movie. Um, because a lot of it would functionally, in fairness, they did put it in the movie. They're just not explaining it to you. Like all of the like heavy science and stuff that was done in the book, you're watching him do it. You're just not in his head as he's explaining it. Same thing with Rocky. Like they didn't make, because I saw a couple of people maybe like, I feel like they made Rocky dub, and I'm like, they didn't make Rocky dub. In fact, they gave a lot of ideas that Grace had to Rocky. Like for example, when they are getting ready to try and get a sample of what we now know as the Taumiba, that was Grace's idea first, in the book. And in the movie, it's like, Rocky's like, I'll just make a chain, stupid. Why are you making this harder than it has to be? Which I thought was really fun. But yeah, now I do want to see, apparently there's a much longer extended cutout there. I want to see that. But yeah. And also the other thing that I feel like people really need to understand, you could have a bad adaptation that is a good movie, and a good adaptation that is a bad movie. And that is something that I feel like a lot of people struggle to accept. A perfect example, the two versions of The Shining. Well, I think there's actually more than two. But the Stanley Kubrick Shining is obviously legendary. Regardless of your feelings on Stanley Kubrick, whatever, doesn't matter. It is legendary for a reason. Famously, Stephen King fucking hated the Kubrick version of The Shining because it is a bad adaptation of the book. Especially in how it handles. Oh, why am I blanking on his name? It doesn't matter. Lead character. I'm completely blanking for some stupid reason. But it kind of. You could look at interviews and see like what King had to say about it, but he specifically took issue with the depiction of that character. And then he was touting a much more accurate, I believe it was specifically a mini-series, but a much more book-accurate version. That mini-series fucking sucks. But yeah, things can be bad adaptations in good movies, or good adaptations in bad movies. One does not preclude the other, you know? And I kind of always go into something trying to keep that merit in mind. Because, like, if I set myself up for wanting exactly... Oh god, this is going to be one of those UMC things, isn't it? Oh, nope, never mind. It's going to be... Whoa. Hey there, beautiful. It screams, is what it just said. It's a scuttled ship. Or scuttled... I don't know if it's... But whatever. Crash! That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, that's cool. Ad coming up in a minute. But yeah, like, and I feel like that's something that's kind of hard for a lot of people to accept. I can't blame them. Obviously, when you have something like that, you're gonna want it to be, like, accurate to the source material. But that, again, yeah, I've said it, I've repeated it a couple of times. It doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Oh, flesh biome, hooray. This is the one that I don't like because it does that weird thing where it, like, also hurts me at the same time. Yeah, very much. And also, I feel like something, and I've said this a million times. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I've said this a million times, like, my opinion does not dictate other people's opinions. So, like, one of the things that I say pretty often is, I'm not your dad, you can disagree with me, you're just probably not gonna change my mind. But you are absolutely entitled to your own opinions, and don't let my opinions, like, get in the way of your experience with something. Because I am a pretty common, critic of, or I post critical opinions fairly often of, the Helliverse franchise. Franchise? Not really franchise. Universe. That's the word I'm looking for. But I very commonly post my critical opinions of that. But I always tell people, I'm like, this is my stupid-ass opinions. Love what you love. I would, like, whenever people are like, so you try to change people's minds about this, I would fucking die if I found out that someone's like, well, I love this, but now that I read your opinion, now I hate it. That would fucking break my heart. Like, I never want people to think that I am telling them what to think. Because, like, ew, why? I'm just saying my thoughts, and that's it, you know? And also, people are not bad people for enjoying things that I don't like. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it is very true, and that's something that I always try to keep in mind. Like, the way that I structure my, like, criticism posts is I will always say what I like first, because I always want to be clear that even things I don't like can have things... No, I know. That even things that I don't like always have some level of merit, right? So I try to, like, keep that in mind, and I used to be a lot more, like, dickish about it. Not like... But, and I always try to remind people, I'm like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, this is just, like... Because for a lot of people, the other thing that's kind of hard for people to accept is in the reverse with people who don't like when people post critical opinions of things they like. They'll say, why are you ruining my fun? And at the end of the day, as long as somebody's not being a dick to somebody with how they're doing their, like, discussions, people who are doing this critical stuff are oftentimes having fun. Like, for me, I don't do, like, if it stops being fun for me, I stop posting, like, analytical opinions and just stop watching, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it very much is really frustrating, because, like, I remember I was venting to another person, who posts critical opinions about... It's kind of hard for me sometimes, because part of the reason I am so careful about how I express my opinions is I have a lot of friends who enjoy the media, like, really enjoy it, and I always try to conscientiously keep them in mind when I'm posting. So one of the things that I said is, I'm like, I hate that I feel like I have to be exceedingly careful sometimes. Or not... I don't hate making sure that people understand that I am not calling them bad people. That is not what I don't like. But what I don't like is that it is an auto-assumption that if you are saying something negative about a show, you are saying something negative about people who enjoy it and disagree with you. that's what can get a little frustrating sometimes. And only sometimes. It's not very often. Matter of fact, whenever I get to that point, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. I need to take a break from posting about this. And that's something that's always very important, is you need, and even in things that you are fans of, you need to be able to take a step back if something is, like, really getting to you. You feel me? Matter of fact, this is probably the most common refrain I have when I'm talking with other people who are in the critical spheres. I'm like, you are starting to take this very personally. Because it goes both ways. Both sides will take things very personally. And I'm like, I think the most common thing I say is, it is not worth stressing yourself this much over. But yeah, like I said, my very common refrain is, I am not your dad. You do not have to agree with me, but I'm also almost certainly not going to be convinced to change my mind on things. Although I have, and I will. Matter of fact, like, another thing I very commonly say, especially on things that are episodic, so I'm seeing them, like, week by week, is I'm like, I would love to be proven wrong. It is rare that I am, but I would love to be proven wrong with this, you know, part of the narrative. And it has happened before, and I'm like, hell yeah. Sometimes it's happened in the worst way, but... But yeah, I always, you know, try to be reasonable, you know? Especially because the older I get, the more I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. If it stops being fun, I stop reviewing it. As a matter of fact, I really only still actively post reviews and analytical stuff on Hasbin. I don't post thoughts on Boss anymore because it stopped being fun, you know? But again, it is what it is. Alright, let's see. Very, very good. Oh, come on now. There we go. Good, 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 good. Alright. Oh, shit, what happened to my inventory? Oh, unfortunately, I have to go fix my inventory, so he's probably gonna get his ass kicked. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I have no clue what happened, but it's fine. Well, I know what happened. I must have tapped a random key or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because to me, I'm like, if you cannot speak, like, how would I phrase it? If you cannot have a civil discussion with somebody, you need to, you know... Because you can civilly disagree with somebody, and sometimes that is a matter of, we are not going to agree, we need to stop having this conversation. And this goes for literally everything. If you can't have a civil discussion, then you need to not be engaging. Especially if it's somebody who is attempting to have a civil discussion with you. Like, that's one thing, like, I always think of the phrase that, I think it was Theodore Roosevelt, said, and mind you, this is not exactly what this phrase means, but he would say, speak softly and carry a big stick, which more or less meant, you know, be a decent person, but don't be afraid to defend yourself if you need to. And that's kind of the approach I take, which is I will not intentionally start shit. And I will do everything in my power to be reasonable. But also, if push comes to shove, I will, you know, defend myself. And at the end of the day, the best thing you can do if people are, like, being dicks and upsetting you is, for me personally, my favorite response to anyone who's clearly just intentionally trying to start shit, online especially, is just to respond with the little winking kissing emoji and nothing else. You just respond with that. And honestly, it works like a treat. Because it takes the fun out of it for them. You feel me? Oh, 100%. Like, when it comes to, like, situations where... How do I phrase it? But where somebody's, like, actually trying to have a conversation, that absolutely calls for, like, a proper discussion. But what I mean is when... So, for example, I'm a furry, and I used to post fursuiting content. And you would always get the, like, tired old, oh, you know, you should die, you should XYZ, you furry. That's where I just winky kissing emoji. Because they don't want to talk, clearly. They just want to fight and call you names. That's when I don't engage, because why the fuck would I give them my time and energy when it's going to make them way madder that I'm not engaging? But having a civil discussion, that's a completely different thing. Alright, lovely. Get in there. Get in there. Where's, there it is. But yeah, like... Yeah, it's just one of those things. Where... It also depends on how much it stresses you out. That's the other thing that people need. That's, I think, a barren planet. That people need to keep in mind is, like, if it is truly upsetting you, that's when you need to disengage from the conversation. Alrighty. Stress kills, people. Alrighty, down we go. Okay, cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. There we are. Oh, absolutely. And that comes with just being online as long as I have. And sometimes people aren't, you know, ever gonna get to the point that they can... Some people will always be very... I don't want to say into their feelings, because that makes it sound so dismissive. But, some people will never be able to truly, like... be able to gauge what a reasonable level of engagement is. And in those cases, those are the, you know... Yeah, exactly. Because, like, one of the things with me, I'm autistic, so sometimes I do struggle. So I don't begrudge people who can't differentiate one way or the other. But at the same time, it is a good skill to learn, to be able to tell when you need to just, you know, back out of a conversation, because the other party is clearly not looking to actually say anything. But yeah, it's definitely something that was a very hard learned skill. Let's phrase it that way. Alrighty, lovely. And it also definitely comes with age, you know? Like, yes, some people are naturally going to be pretty decent at it, but the more experience you have, the better, and the more likely you are to be able to understand stuff like that. Alrighty. Because, like, I'll look at some arguments that I had back when I was very early on the internet, and I'm like, dude, shut up! They're just trying to piss you off. Alright, lovely. Very, very good. Oh, hang on, we gotta get over layer. Let's see what's up here. Alright, beautiful, lovely. Alrighty. I also feel like the modern era has kind of forgotten the sheer power of simply saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I will try not to have it happen in the future. Even that alone can mean a lot to a lot of people, even if, like, it doesn't sound like the most, like, I don't want to say genuine, that's not the word I'm looking for, but the most, like, well thought out, you know, whatever. The mere fact that you are willing to say, look, I'm sorry, I was wrong, can mean a lot to people. Even if it's something you've already apologized for. Because then you're reinforcing, yes, I still am, or was wrong about this thing, and I still am working towards, like, bettering myself. And you could use that to then point to, hey, you know, see that this lack of pattern of behavior, the fact that I haven't repeated it, it means a lot to people. Oh, very much. That too. But I'm more talking about when it's something that people are asking someone to address, rather than necessarily in the midst of an active argument. So, like, say somebody did something gross in their past, and I'm not talking, like, things like, you know, crimes, you feel me? But, like, they said something gross that they haven't had a repeated behavior of saying, but it's still gross. They could be like, hey, yes, I already addressed this, but it was wrong then, and it is still wrong now, and I am still, like, bettering myself. That's more what I mean by that. But yeah, absolutely, the power of agree to disagree is awesome. One of the ways that I will phrase it is, it's driven from, I have no idea what this comedian's done since then. I actually think that he's kind of a dick, but, there was a furry comedian who went by To the Ranting Griffin, and one of the things that he would say to basically say, hey, look, we are getting too into this argument, it is stupid, we need to move on, he would say, and we say White Queen, and we move on. Because one of the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movies had come out, somewhere around that time, and it was him joking about how in that it felt like the White Queen just showed up, and everything just changed. Like, the scene would just stop. So if you ever hear me say that when I'm streaming, that is what I'm referring to. It is one of the weirdest, most obscure things. And yeah, it's probably been easily over 10 years since oh, hang on, I'll read this in a second. But easily over 10 years since I ever saw anything with him in it. But he was very much a big deal at that point in my life. Yeah, yep, exactly. Alright, let's read this. Hello, fellow explorers. Have you ever been exploring unknown territories across the stars, only to discover worlds full of lifeless ruins? I know I have. In my latest venture, I was met by another familiar scene, only this time I discovered the remains of a robotic race, similar to the Glitch, but amongst far more technologically advanced ruins than the familiar castles and citadels. Perhaps the Glitch would be similarly ill-fated were they not cursed with the inability to progress culturally. Perhaps their greatest flaw is actually a blessing in disguise? Alright, lovely. Very, very good. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Oop, another bookcase. I'm pretty sure I already have this. Yes, good. But yeah, I also, one of the other things that I think about very often is him talking about, it may have been him, it may have been Doug Walker, or, the Nostalgia Critic, I can't remember which, because they're kind of the same people in my head, I don't know why. They're not even that similar. They were talking about going to see Tron Legacy in IMAX for the first time. And he just talked about, he's like, I think I left my balls in the seat when the music first started. Or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly how he phrased it, but it was very funny. Alright, lovely. Which also, if there is one group that I am so jealous of, it is the people who got to see Project Hail Mary at IMAX. Specifically, I am pretty sure there was I don't remember if this was true, but I heard rumors that there was a showing at the Sphere. Fuck you, I want that to be me. I'm kidding, but... Because, ironically, our closest IMAX is the Sphere. But it's also, like, 3 or 4 hours away, so... Alright. Cool. Are we not a fascinating race? Having long since attained self-awareness, the origin of the glitch race fascinates me. The most curious thing is that we were deliberately built with the compulsion to fulfill desires outside of those that are biologically necessary. The need to fulfill carefully crafted base instincts became imperative and shaped the entire oil-spattered timeline of glitch history. The question is why? Why limit our potential to that of being that of beings governed by emotions so easily replicated? I have run every analysis, constructed every model, and the answer continues to elude. Are we but an experiment? Kind of. And if so, is instinct the variable or the control? Perhaps only our creator will know. Yes, that is indeed the question. That's the same book. It's Plague of Madness. I already have that. Alright, lovely. Oh, hang on, let me... Get out of here, Viewbot. I know that you guys can't see them, but I can, and they irritate me. I already have that somewhere, so I don't really need to grab it. Oh, whoopsies. Just take all that. Alright, and I don't want that. Alright, lovely. Lovely, beautiful. Nope, have that. Have that. Have that. Have that. Have that. If we are indeed lab rats that scurry beneath the microscope of higher beings, I must consider the parameters of such an endeavor. On inspecting other beings, I have found technology and society to thrive not at the hands of the many, but the few. Depends on how you want to define it. And it also depends on technology, but he's not they're not inherently wrong. On inspecting those few members whom genius comes without provocation, I believe that the glitch are programmed to be incapable of creative genius, and thus our ability to evolve as a species is stagnant. Yeah, no worries, it was good talking to you. Have a good day. Perhaps our creator intended to deliver us those ideas at a controlled rate, but our creator has also long since fallen silent. Glitch salvation lies outside the ones and zeros that construct our programmer's prison. We must break free of our programming. Alright, lovely. Doom machines. Built for purpose 2. Alright. Alright, cool. Okay, there's nothing in here. There's the watchtower. I don't know why I'm going up here. There's never anything up here. Alright, lovely. Oh, whoops. Not the end of the village. My bad. No, that's not better than what I have. And I really don't need these. I mean, I could continue to collect them, but I just don't need them. Alright, and there's nothing else up there. Beautiful. I don't remember if there's anything down here. I think it's just a well. Yeah, alright, cool. Oh shit. Come here, you. Alright, cool. Cool beads. Okay, nothing in there. Oh, god damn it. No. Sure, take that so I can sell it. Alright, cool. And then there's nothing up there. Move, damn it. Nope, still not all the way out. Okay. There we go. Oh shit, hey bud. There we are, lovely. Oh, hello. Have I gotten that yet? Yes, I have. Dude, don't follow me all the way out here. There's dangerous things out here. Like this. Alright. Lovely. Up and over we go. Are you nice? Cool. Wonderful. Oakley dokley. Alright, very good. I'll take that. I don't really care about the rest of it. Okay, beautiful, lovely. Hop, skip, and a jump over here. Nope, go back and grab that tomato. Okay, nothing down there that I can see. Nope, give me that. There we are. Hey, buddy. Come here. Alright, lovely, beautiful. Can't tell what kind of bird that was, but it doesn't seem to have minded me. Oh, son of a bitch. It's fine, we're fine. Oh shit, cultists. Alright, lovely. I will take that. Definitely take those. Alright, cool, let's see. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Over this way. Hey, little dude. How you doing? Alright, very good, very good. Oh, it's the one that sounds like Silent Hill music. Alright, cool. Or it sounds like Silent Hill music at some parts, I should say. I'll take that. I will scan that. Just kind of want to look at them. Right about here. This is where it sounds like a remix of Silent Hill music to me. Alright, lovely. I think this is near the start. Nope, never mind, not quite. Maybe here? Alright, nope, not here either. Okay, gotcha. Let's play the game of I think these are friendly here. Alright, cool. Oh shit, nope, you're not friendly. Gotcha, boss. Oh shit, bed. Alright, cool. Also, I apologize, I do not, understand. Ow, 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 ow. There we are, lovely. Let's see if stress or anything there. Okay, cool. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Howdy. Alright. Let's... Nope, 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 nope. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oop, hello there. I will take that and that. I don't care about the rest. Ow. I keep doing that. Sometimes these have... ow. Things at the bottom of them, but not always. Alright, let's see. Ba-da-ba. Do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, shit. Ah. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Alright, up and out. Ah. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, cool. Oh dear. Okay, let's see. Ah! Okay, I just go out this way. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh shit. Okay, that went better than I thought it would. Aye, aye. Ow, 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 ow. Oh shit, bird. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Okay, probably should have taken damage there, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Cool. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. Is that the start? There we go, the start. Okay. Let's see how these go. Okay, cool. Sure, that's fine. This. I need to get more bookcases. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Did I get any? No. I could have sworn I had more nano wrap bandages. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, cool, cool. Motherfucker, let me out. Shoot, 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 shoot. Ah. Oh, hang There. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, hmm. Oh, that's strange. Yes, we go here. Okay, good, good. Let me hydrate. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. We go here first. Okay, beautiful. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the previous method so I don't have as much stuff in my inventory. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, good, good, good. Alright. I'm doing the thing again. Actually, hang on. There we go. Better. Oh dear. Yeah, Okay, okay. Better, better, better. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay, cool. Let me see. Okay. Let's cover this up. Hopefully we get another settlement or two on here. I would appreciate that. Alright. Okay, good, good. Very, very good. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Where, oh, where is the settlement? Because usually these have at least one. There it is. Oh, it's one of the little ones. Damn it. That sucks. Oh well. It's alright. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Lovely. Oh, shit. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Up we go. Yes, yes. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I wish these planets had a little more going on. Like, I understand, narratively speaking, that they wouldn't, but... And they do, it's just way beneath the surface. So, you know. It is what it is. Alright, let's see. Good, good. Alright, wonderful. Alright, up and over we go. Da 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 da. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Next village, please. Ah. Where, oh, where could they be? And hopefully it's sizable. Because that other one was teeny tiny. And frankly, it was just a house, not a village. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, very good. Ah, sure, sure. motherfucker. Ah! There. Jesus. Okay, cool. Come on, come on. Give me a settlement, please. And a big one. Or at least more than just one one person. Ideally more than 4. Alright, lovely. Okay, let's go. Come on, come on. Alrighty. Cleaning up the things. Oh god, oh lord. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, here we go. This is another smallish one. I guess I did just ask for 4. Oh well. No quest? Okay. Alright. Maybe there'll be another one. But who knows? My luck has clearly been a little lackluster. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, beautiful, lovely. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Come on, big settlement, please. Please, please, please. I would very much appreciate it. This is annoying. Please, please, please. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, hang on. Okay, alright. Very good. Come on, baby, come on. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on, come on. Settlement, please. Please, please, please. Damn it. Oh, and we're back at the start, of course. Of course, of course. Okay, next planet. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Yeah. Hydrate. This is a toxic ocean. I didn't realize. Hang on. That might also be a toxic ocean. Yep, okay. There we go, that's what we want. Okay. To the jungle. Okay. Down, down we go. Alright, let's put that there. There we go. Good. Okay. Cool, cool. I don't know if I have trees like this. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Yes. Oh, yay! It looks like it might just be a little one, but... there's at least 2 here. Down. Let me down. Okay. Well, it's cool that it's here. You nice? Cool. Okay. You go up. You nice? Cool. You probably not. No. Okay, let's see. Flower biome. Hooray. Less hooray. Okay, Alright. Went better than I thought it would. Alright, wonderful. Okay. I should have gotten hit there, but that's okay. Hey. Hey, hey. Ah, damn it. Hey, buddy. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll take that, yes. Okay, let's see. Ow. Okay, cool. 3, Okay, cool, cool. Alrighty then. I don't think there's anything in this. Okay. Up and over. Okay, yes, you are mean. Up we go. Okay. I take that. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see how many I need. 48, okay. Getting close, but not quite there. Okay, up and over. Okay. Give. There you are. No. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Alrighty, wonderful. Up and over. You're mean. Okay. Give. Okay. Oh, we got lucky. Okay. Oh, hello. Shit. No. Okay, cool. Ah, hello. I don't know if there's anything beneath it. Coming up in a minute. I don't see anything. Huh. Strange. Okay. Oh, hello. I take these. Definitely, yes. I take... No, I want... No. You... Okay. I give all these... The seeds, yes, yes. Okay, what do you have? Nothing. Eh. Okay, it's fine. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, hello. And the main bird. Cool. Oh, hello. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Let us see. Remember that you're mean. Okay, beautiful. Oh, hello. Nothing? Okay. Probably something I just didn't pay attention well enough, but that's okay. Okay. Hello. Oh, hello. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let me in. Eh. Okay. Wonderful. Ah. Mean bird, mean. Okay, cool. I got very lucky. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We got lucky again, very much so. Okay, let's see. What's down here? Huh. I don't think I've experienced this one before. Huh. Interesting. Okay, cool. Up and out we go. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. No, there's nothing down there. Oh, god damn it. Okay. What do we got? God damn it. Avian airship, I think. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. No, no, no. Okay, come on. How tall is this airship? Okay. Uh... No, sure. Okay. No. Oh, wow. This mural is ancient and uncovers mysteries long since lost. I'll only ever read her stuff when it's unique. Okay, gotta stretch. Ugh. Huh. Not sure, but definitely not that. That's silly. At least for this character. Okay. I take, yes, yes. Yep, yep, yep. Over here. Over. Mm-hmm. Aye, take. There we go. Like, devolving. Alright, lovely. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Take that. Alright, cool. Okay, good. Uh-huh. Yep, I will take that. Okay. Take that. Yes. I will take this. And that. Nothing there. Sometimes they have a sculpture on the front. Okay, cool. Hey now. The avian people have a fascinating relationship with their god. These small clues hint towards a bigger truth. Okay, we already have that. Huh, usually that's one. A little surprised. That's an SCP that we already have. Cute, but I think I already have one. I take this and this. I take these. Okay. Huh. I did it. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Alrighty, lovely. Okay, down we go. Okay, away with us. Shit. Okay, cool. Fixed it. Oh, hello. Definitely yes. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Okay. Damn it. Okay, alright. Are you nice? Yes. Okay. Yes, please. You're not nice. Oh, you're an SCP. Okay. But I already have that, I'm sure. Cool. Okay. No, no. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, cool. Let's get that. Okay. Damn it. Okay, you stay down there. Hello. Probably getting close to the start. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Ah. Oh, two birds. You know what? I just leave you. Ah, bird. Ah, shit. I guess I do not leave you. Oh well. It's fine. Okay. What do we have? Sure. This looks like it's the start-ish. Maybe? No? Okay. Huh. Oh, that's a mean bird. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. No, but yes. I look, take. Okay. Now are we at the start? Yes, thank gods. Let's go check out the colony and drop off some of my trees. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Maybe on Friday I'll fix this. Okay, cool, cool. Hey, we're getting kind of close. There it is. Okay. 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 Beautiful, lovely. Okay. Wonderful. I actually didn't have nearly as many as I thought I did. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and gather everybody's rent. I don't know why I'm taking the long way here, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Grab that, thank you. Okay, and maybe we'll do some quests depending on what they are. Okay, hello. Thank you. Thank you. No. Too much effort. Thank you. Thank you. What do you got? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Ah, open. Thank you. Ah. Thank you. This is the florin. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. There we are. Thank you. Where are they? There you are. There we go. This is a human. I believe they're wearing red. That one. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Alright, thank you. Okay, this is the plague doctor. There you are. Alright, what about you? Okay, thank you kindly. I am gonna go because this rather... Oh. No. The problem is that on this particular ship I'm not taking anything that... I've got very specific rules for what this ship's crewmates could look like, but also sometimes I'll just do the quest and then just dismiss them. But I feel like that particular florin is too pretty to waste. Alright, what do you have? Yeah, I'll do that. Just give me a second. Sees you. Okay, I got very lucky that I didn't pull up anything important there. Alright, lovely. Ah, shit, hang on. Now, where did that Blaterra go? Okay, you do not want to be my friend, but that's okay. Like, I'd probably go back over to one of my other ships, and take them. Alright, let's also see what goodie bag we got. Okay. I'll take that. We're getting very close to our... Not final, but one of the final matter manipulator modules. Alright, come on, baby. There you are. Thank you. Alright, where's our friend? There you are. Alright, there you are. Thank you. Come on. Alrighty, beautiful. What do we got? Thank you. Where are they? There you are. Nope, not you. Not Emma? Yes, Emma. Emma just got distracted. Maybe I didn't hit the button properly. Hey, come back, Anton. Alright, how about you? Thank you. I think I'm one away now. I think it's this pilotal that's here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Cool. No, damn it. Alright, where are they? There you are. Thank you. Okay, alright. Thank you. What about this one? Where are they? They're very easy to spot. There they are. They're right here. Come on, bud. Thank you. Alright, cool. Where's Henry? Where is Henry? There you are, Henry. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you. Okay, cool. Now this person, who I have no clue where they are, but it's fine. Where are you? There you are. Alright, then this one. This one. There you are. This... I don't know if this person's gonna keep their quest. We'll see. No. Alright, lovely. Thank you. I saw him, he was up here in Anton's room. Okay, beautiful. Agatha. Thank you. I don't remember your name. I'm pretty sure it's you. Thank you. Same thing here. Alright, cool. And again, I'm pretty sure I've scanned that room. Alright, cool. And this one is that very pretty Florin. Honey. Thank you. This is the Star Trek person. Come on. Where are you? There you are. And then this is... I think I just saw them a couple seconds ago. Oh, well, there you are. Alright, cool. I will go sell some of this stuff. I really need a, tailor. And no, I'm not gonna buy the fake licenses. I don't like doing that. Might as well sell that. Same thing here. The seeds. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, lovely. Let's see. Okay, I can only buy one. Damn it. Oh well. Up we go. No. I should also go... get more stuff, but it's okay. Alright, that can go away. Alright, no. The boxes are here. I keep instinctually wanting to go to the back. There. I did sell that, that's right. What about deco? Nope. And obviously nothing for the back. Let's go ahead and transfer these nano wraps. Alright, lovely. Then... Alright, what do we got? Already on the edge of this. Okay. That has a lot. We'll go over here so that we can get ready for tomorrow. Oh, gotta stretch. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's position ourselves over here. Okay. Okay, beautiful. And then we'll call it here. Let me see if anyone's alive to send to. Nope, I'm just gonna go ahead and have you guys scatter, and I will see you again tomorrow. But until then, bye!